Welcome to a realm where the mysterious and the extraordinary converge to unveil stories that captivate your mind and haunt your thoughts. If the veil between the known and the unknown intrigues you, and if true, spine-tingling tales are what you seek, then you're in the right place. Today, we bring you a story that transcends the ordinary, a tale that will not only amaze but also chill you to the core. Join us as we delve into the enigmatic disappearance of a 3-year-old child, a mystery that unfolded on the 3rd of June, 2022. This isn't just any story. It's a journey into the heart of the unknown, a glimpse into a family's worst nightmare, and a testament to the resilience of hope. So sit back, make sure you're not alone, and prepare to be taken on a ride through the twists and turns of a true scary story that defies explanation. This is a tale you won't soon forget. Now, if you're getting curious to find out what the incident is, stay with me to the end of the video, because today I'm going to tell you about a real-life Baby's Day Out asterisk which blew away the minds of the investigating teams, as well as the channel that brings you fascinating crimes all around the world. If you're interested in this kind of content, then this channel is for you. Make sure to like this video, click on the subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell to keep you updated on our recent uploads. Now, let's get right into the video and investigate more about this bizarre incident, which initially looked like a conventional missing person case, but later on revealed some sensational details. It was a normal afternoon in the small town of Troy, not the one mentioned in Homer's Iliad, but the heart of northwestern Montana. June was blazing with its ferocity, and most people preferred staying indoors to escape the fury of the burning sun right over their heads. Someone whose love for bugs had forced him out of the house at such an unwelcoming hour was a 3-year-old toddler named Riker by his parents, and was the apple of the eye of the Webb family. Riker seemed to enjoy the innocent phase of his childhood, so he didn't take any impact from the heat, which was already becoming intolerable for many. "Riker wants to go out and play with the bugs," Riker told his father, who was battling heat. He knew that stopping Riker wouldn't do any good, as he would turn all fussy and start throwing tantrums. Riker's dad knew that the best thing to do at the moment was to let him play in the backyard, so he started playing along with their cute dog. Right in the middle of the play, Riker's dad had to go inside the house for something, and he left saying, "All right, sweetheart, stay here, and I will be back with you after a while." Well, Riker, who was a child, had no end to his curiosity. When he was finally left unsupervised, he thought about exploring bugs a little more on his own. So he set out on that mission. When Riker's dad came out to find Riker, he was shocked to see that Riker was no longer there. But even the dog was restless, which made him realize the ultimate nightmare of a toddler's parents. Young Riker had decided to go out without any supervision, and in doing so, he was possibly exploring someplace which was unknown to anyone else. This made them panic, and soon Riker's mother joined him in their search for their lost son. They started knocking on every single door, hoping to find their baby. "Have you seen this baby walking alone here?" They were asking this question by showing one of his pictures. But no one could find the angelic face of little Riker, who had bright smile, blue eyes, and blonde hair. When they found that their entire neighborhood was unaware of little Riker's whereabouts and had not seen him, Riker's mother started panicking indeed. These moments can turn words for any parent. So they finally decided to take up the help of the local police force of the area. The decision to reach out to the police after 2 hours was indeed an unwise decision, because they should have informed the police right away when they found their son lost. But the local sheriff, Darren Short, who belonged to Lincoln County, was quite a sensible man, so he initially rebuked the parents for their carelessness in reporting so late. Then he took an instant decision of arranging a search team. An active team of 50 ground searchers started this mission right at the evening of the 3rd of June. The search party was in no mood to take any risk, so they took every last step to find Riker that they could. The search team also took hunting dogs and drones on the search. Even helicopters were employed to find out any evidence regarding the little toddler. Sheriff Short also set up a code red alert to the neighboring areas surrounding Troy, which had the following message: "A toddler of age 3 with blue eyes and blonde hair is seen missing from Troy County today. He will be in blue button-down pajamas. Please search out your properties and coordinate in rescuing him." The alert was received in all the vicinity of Troy, Besides, police mobiles kept on searching all across the locality. Right after 3 hours following the police search, a thunderstorm attacked the area with all its vigor. It appeared that even nature wanted to intervene in the process of carrying out an active search. Since Montana is known for its expansive terrains, and with the night approaching, it became extremely difficult for the team to carry out the search at a constant pace. As this thunderstorm took hold, the search mission came to a halt. The helicopters landed safely, and the search was limited only to the police mobiles. This was turning out to be an unforgettable night for the Webb family. But there was another person who was highly concerned about the safety of little Riker, and that was Sheriff Short. As he was leading the mission, he himself remained awake throughout the night in search of any possible update about Riker. As the sun of June 4th rose, the impact of the thunderstorms lessened, and once again, the heat wave started to take its lead. Nonetheless, the mission was once again started, and this time the search team strategically targeted the forest outside the neighborhood, which was known for frequent sightings of mountain lions and wild bears. Well, that seems pretty dangerous, right? By now, the search team was sure that Riker had somehow gone into the forest because they noticed some unusual stone patterns in their way of search. Now, if you have forgotten, then I should remind you once again that Riker loved playing with bugs and finding them, just like any other toddler. So in his quest for exploring bugs, he had removed some little stones from their respective places and had later dropped them off on the ground as he moved further. This was what the search team was following. Riker's parents were also coordinating with the team, and it was upon their indication that the team decided to go further into the deep forest to find out any possible clues of Riker's presence. They followed the orderly trail of stones to find any sign of Riker, but the whole day, they were unable to find any sign of Riker. By the end of the day, they had reached the far end of the forest, and it was an area that connected Troy with Sanders County. As the night was approaching, the team marked the trail to search the next day. On the morning of the 5th of June, the team was once again starting their journey to find any trace of Riker when Sheriff Short received an update on Riker. He was found in a shed located on Pine Ridge Road in Sanders County, approximately 2.4 miles away from Riker's home. This was big and equally shocking news for every person on the team, because it was hard to believe at first that the little guy was safe in a place, sort of mysteriously. They arrived at the location for confirmation. Upon reaching there along with some other police officers, he was extremely surprised to find little Riker completely safe and sound, though he had some bruises on his face and nose, along with some scratches on his legs. Apart from that, Riker was also very scared to find strange men all around him. Sheriff Short recalled that when our team found out about Riker and we reached, it was obvious that he was very, very scared. But then we told him that we were going to take him to his mom and dad, and at this his eyes lit up. It was extremely strange to find out how Riker managed to be there in the shed in the first place. As the couple who informed the police about them said, "We were checking out our generator when we heard some noises coming from our shed. At first, we thought that this might be some animal, but as we got closer, we found out that it was the voice of a young boy who was babbling. We were intrigued by that. As we opened the door of the shed to check out who was in, there he was. We knew the child was the missing kid, as we had received the alert about him as well. Even they were surprised to find Riker there on his own and knew nothing about how he got there. On the basis of his detective instincts, Short gave a logic that seemed somehow reasonable in the light of the circumstances. He said that children of this age are usually apt to understand their surroundings, and Riker was intelligent enough to hide in a shed as he wanted to escape the heavy thunderstorm on the day he got missing. When Riker was recovered by the search team, a picture of him was also taken, and that showed the spark in his eyes and his wounds. This picture quickly made its way into the viral society of the internet, and it was after this picture that many people started giving multiple theories. One group of people believed that Riker was not at all missing, and it was all a drama arranged carefully by his parents. In their defense, they argued over the fact that the Webb family had informed the police after 2 hours, which signaled that things were a bit strange at their end. Even the sheriff later on questioned the parents about their responsible attitude in terms of looking after the child. But their behavior and Riker's attitude towards his parents signified that Riker shared a very friendly bond with them, and they were completely unaware of their child's whereabouts for 2 days. This theory was later discarded, considering the fact that the parents also refused to reveal themselves to media representatives. Another popular theory emerged that Riker was actually aided by someone who led him to the shed and then escaped because of the fear of getting blamed as the alleged kidnapper. Some internet users also raised an interesting question on how Riker was able to survive in the shed for 2 days all alone, since a toddler has hunger pains. Most importantly, he needed water. So from where did he manage to quench his thirst during this time? These questions were raised by many, and people still show their disbelief at the fact that a 3-year-old toddler could survive like this all alone. Many believe that there was a mysterious person involved in providing him with food and looking after him at night hours. Another strange thing that was noticed after recovering Riker from the shed was that Riker wasn't traumatized like an average toddler would be in this situation. Instead, he was a bit scared but got better right after he met his parents. While there are numerous questions regarding this incident, the answers are unknown to all but Riker. Maybe someday when baby Riker grows up, he chooses to recall this story and narrates this incident of his survival before the world. And even if he forgets everything about those 2 nights which he spent in a rusty shack, it must be for the greater good, as he won't be able to live with the traumatic memories forever. This tells you to never leave your young child alone and unsupervised, because not every incident turns out to be a miracle in the end. If you like the video, share it with all your friends and make sure to subscribe our channel. We will see you in the next one.